Hey, good morning, Rachel and Ngom here. Today we're talking about the exact process that I use to sell out our online courses. And so I'm really pumped to talk about this topic today. So who here has an online course? If you do, awesome. There's a lot of mistakes that I see people making when it comes to online courses. And just so you know, this could be an extremely profitable revenue source for your business. And I love courses. We've done over $500,000 in sales from one course. And when I share numbers, I never want you to think like I'm bragging. It's just so you can see what's possible. So example, yesterday I was with my family. I worked a little bit in the morning, but it wasn't crazy. During yesterday, we sold 9 courses and did a little over $1,800 that's like passive revenue streams. So big things are possible when you have the right strategy and you're doing this right. So a few things that you want to make sure that you're doing. One, take action. So experience comes through taking action. And a lot of times we think we're going to just wait to be ready and we're just going to launch it at the perfect time and create this course at the perfect time and it's just going to go perfectly. And that's one of the things that I always tell my students in Activate is you got to take messy action. When I launched my first course, Pin with Purpose, did I have all the answers? Did I have everything figured out? Was it a perfect launch? No, I pre-sold it and figured it out and made it better as we went along. And that's the thing. As you're working with students, they're going to be able to give you feedback and tell you this is good. I loved this part. This, I totally, you missed the mark on this. I didn't understand it. And then you just know to go back and make it better. If your course is perfect when you launch it, you waited too long to launch it. So take messy action. Send the email. Don't be afraid to do these things that are going to help you move forward. Don't be afraid of sending out too many emails. I think a lot of times people are afraid of, I don't want to annoy somebody. Shoot, you got to put yourself out there and you got to send those emails, those invites, those messages, whatever it is, so people actually know what's going on, because you think that they're reading every single email that you're sending or every single message that you're sending, and in reality, they're not. A lot of times you have to send that same email over and over and over again. I'm actually working with Frank Kern right now. He's one of the best online marketers on the planet. He's worked with Tony Robbins. He's done over $50 million in webinars, which is just mind blowing. And I'm talking to him and he was like, no, send the email again. What percentage of your list actually saw that email? Change the subject line, send it again. And that's a thing I think a lot of people need to get over, is that fear of what are people going to think, or am I intruding, or am I going to bother people? Get over it and send the email, send it again, send more emails, and take the messy action. Another thing that is really essential as you're creating and launching this course is really to think about what is your intention. And Katie Farrow, she actually sent an email yesterday about how she attended a live event that I hosted. And at that live event, we set intentions for the year. And it's crazy what happened to Katie. One of her intentions was actually having a baby. She got pregnant within a month after the event. And just everything that she's been able to accomplish in her business is mind-blowing. But you have to set that intention first. One of my clients, Dawn, when we started working together, her intention was, I'm going to 10x my investment of working with you. Month 3, she said, or it was actually month 2. And she was like, I want to make 6 figures this month, or $8,000 or $10,000 or whatever it was. She surpassed that. She said, I want to pay off my credit card this month. Boom, done. Month 3, I want 10K a month, done. And so you have to make sure that you actually set that intention, know exactly what you want, be specific. It's just so powerful when you actually set that intention and you put it out there, and then you take the massive, messy action to make it happen. 1, set that intention, but 2, visualize it actually happening. So in Katie's example, visualize yourself getting pregnant, right? Visualize yourself seeing that money coming in, or selling the course, or getting the client, wherever that might be. Your brain needs to actually see it before it happens. Okay, and then 3-step process to generating consistent course sales. One, you gotta attract your ideal client to you through creating content. And I've talked about this a ton. You gotta make sure you're creating content on a consistent basis. So it doesn't have to necessarily be like blog content. I want you to think about whatever it is that you prefer, what medium you prefer, and then just run with it. If you love audio, then start a podcast. If you love video, do Facebook Lives or YouTube. If you love writing, then start a blog. I don't care what you do, as long as it's you adding value on a consistent basis. And again, on a consistent basis, that's really the key. And so you got to make sure that that's what's going to really attract your clients to you. I've had people find me, find my blog from Pinterest and stalk all my content, go through everything, and then sign up to work with me without actually talking to me. And it's just because I'm able to provide so much value, and that's evergreen content that's constantly working for me. So people can find it, digest it, go through it, and then decide, hey, like I need more from this person, right? So that's what you want to do. Second thing is get them on your email list. And so again, I've talked about this a ton of you have to have an email list. You have to be building your email list on a consistent basis. And this is really what allows you to stay in contact with your ideal clients, because Facebook could disappear tomorrow. Instagram could shut down your account. Like, you don't own these things, but you own your email list. And what's so powerful is this is just, it's something that you own, that you can control. You control how often you want to reach out to them. It's just a very, 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 very powerful marketing tool that you need. The last thing is you got to serve your people well. This is the thing. I think a lot of people are like, well, I hosted a webinar, but I only had like 3 people on or 2 people on. Dude, that's like 2 people that you could really serve well and add massive value to them and their lives. And those 2 people could bring back 10 people next time, 20 people, 100 people. Like, you just don't know. And you have to add massive value where you're at. So I didn't start with like thousands of people on my email list. It started with a few people, and I just focused on adding value on a consistent basis. And what happens when you do that? It's gonna happen. And it's one of those things, it's not gonna happen overnight. And that's another thing. You gotta, 1, consistency, 2, patience, trust the process. And it's so funny. One of my clients, she said, I saw you posting to crickets, and I saw you posting, and like nothing was happening in our Facebook group that now has, I think, almost 10,000 people in it, which is nuts. And she said, I saw that you kept doing it and you kept showing up, and I see where you are now, and I see that actually works. And so don't get discouraged when you're getting crickets, when you're sending out emails and nothing's happening, when you're going live on Facebook and nobody is on, because we all start somewhere. And it's actually a good thing that no one's on when you're first doing Facebook Lives, because you're probably going to suck, and that's okay. You're going to suck, and then you're going to get better, and then you're going to get better, and boom. Let's recap, shall we? You got to take messy action and just make it happen. Don't care so much about what people are thinking about you, because they're not thinking about you that much. You got to make sure you're constantly in front of them. Set your intention. What is it that you want to achieve? And then attract through creating consistent content to get them on your email list, and serve your people well. Even if it's 1 person, serve them well. Have an amazing day. Bye.